everyone, I thought it'd be fun to do another one of our jars with another colour cube card. So I'm going to pick the next colour cube card like I did last time, which I think is rather fun, and see what is in store for us. I can't find it. I tend to pull them out like that and then I can see. There's my instruction card. Here we go. Ooh. Now that is an interesting, very pretty mix of colours. So we have a, oops, I've got two there, hang on. Let's just pop that one back away. And we'll use that one, whoops, we'll use that one next time. I'm trying not to look at it while I put it away. Right, so we have this picture. It's a very pretty sunset, isn't it? So we've got blue and pink, sort of yellow, orange and black. So I'm looking here, I'm thinking, you know, choosing one of our remaining pictures. We've got no green, so we've got green in that one, green in that one and green in that one potentially, but don't have to be. So could pick one of the others. But we've got this quite a bright orange, which I'm thinking, I'm not sure I would want that to have orange in, but I don't know. And we've got a pink. So I'm going to pick some colours while I'm thinking. So we've got black. Now yesterday with our black, we, I don't mean yesterday, I mean when we did this one last, I did it yesterday. I don't know when the series is going out. We did a black and a dark sepia because the black looked almost brownish black, but with this one it looks very black. Making very little sense. So I'm going to grab the Paynes grey with the black. That's a really dark purpley grey. So I think we'll have those two for our black. We may not use all these colours I'm picking out. Now yesterday's orange was quite terracotta-y, and we used sanguine and terracotta and things like that. This one looks brighter to me, although we've got quite a dark orange there. So I'm going to, oops, try and find my tray with the oranges in, if I can, without my pencils going over. Of course it's the bottom one. And grab it and bring it over into shot so we can pick some. Let's have a look. Now you can swatch them out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to grab my darkest orange, whoops, which is the dark cadmium orange, and I'm thinking maybe the cadmium orange for that slightly lighter shade, and then I think for that darker one I am going to use the terracotta. Okay, I may not use, as I say, I may not use them all. Then we have amber. Now these are quite an interesting yellows. That one looking quite sort of almost orangey like that, I think. So that is a dark cadmium yellow. Then we go for a lighter one. We grab the cadmium yellow. But this one doesn't look orangey. In fact, I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take those two. This one here, the dark chrome yellow and the dark cadmium yellow. For those two, but this looks more like green gold to me, so but that I'm not sure. I'm going to grab that anyway and we'll see how we go with that. And we've got this colour called Blooming Dahlia, which is rather fun. So we move across to our pinks. Now the only pale pink that we've got that works with that would be this light magenta, and I'm thinking, should we go light magenta, dark magenta, and then find something in between, like this one. I know it isn't exactly right, but I think it'll be quite nice. And then we've got what's called steel blue. Now these aren't blues, let's just get rid of that tray. Oops, let's grab our tray with blues in, here we go. And I'm looking at these, and I'm thinking these. So I'm thinking sky blue, light ultramarine and dark ultramarine are going to be those. It won't go quite as dark as that one, but I think that's going to work. So that's what I have picked. I don't know whether to go for a slightly lighter black, but I don't think so. There's actually only two blacks on there. Those two are the same. I don't know if you can see. Sorry, it's probably gone all blurred. Right. So I still have to pick a picture. Now I can see my colours a little better. It's helping me. I think we will do that dressing table. I think we can get our colours into that quite well. So let's come in. Let's show you the card. Come in and do this one. I'm going to move the card away now because I'll bring it in back again at the end. Right, so we've got, I'm thinking, I'm quite keen on doing pinks and blues for the dressing table, keeping it sort of soft and girly, but we have got oranges and yellows. So we can use our yellows for, let's start actually. I'm going to grab the cadmium yellow, dark cadmium yellow. I'm going to give it a sharpen and I'm going to get started. And you will see my plan. I am thinking that these circles here are lights and so they're going to be yellow. And that's where I'm going to place my yellow. Okay. And that's going to be my start. Now I'm also wondering whether these are also lights, but they look a bit more like fluffy pom-poms to me. So, and also what about the edge of the mirror? But I think no. So I'm going to make that my only yellow at this moment while I'm still thinking it all through and planning. Now around the lights I'm thinking let's have a nice pink. This is the light magenta. And I'm going to go all around here with this sort of light colour. And sort of start our dressing table. What I've decided is the dressing table is going to be pink. The background is going to be blue. And then there's going to be some orange. And black. I don't know where. The black's easier because it matches everything, and in fact we've got to do the mirrored bit, which I'm going to use the Paynes grey for. I'm also going to do, I think, the drawers in this paler colour. There's no shading on this bit, it's just flat colour. I think that's how I want it. And then I'm going to use my middle purple pinks, not my darkest one. I may not go for the darkest one. You know, you don't have to use all the colours, remember. I am going to use all 5 of those, but I'm not necessarily going to use 3 of those and 3 of those and 3 of those and 3 of those and 2 of those. Okay, I've just got the colours out in case. So here is the middle purple pink. And I'm going to do around here. I'm actually going to do this quite solid as well. I'm not going to do any shading. I want it to be like a frame, so I think it will work better solid. And the same with these bits on the outside. I'm just going to block them in. They're really small anyway. There's nothing much I can do to I could make them slightly fade towards the outside, but I just don't think I can pull it off because they're too little. So I'm wondering what this is. Any idea? Is it dust from the makeup? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I'll go all the way around here. Now, I've just noticed we've got another drawer in there, so I'm going to grab the light magenta again and do the drawer like that. And I'm thinking these sort of legs, I'm just pressing a bit harder here so it's a little bit darker, like that. And actually the same here. And then this front of the dressing table too, just a bit darker. can't actually tell if that's meant to be the top or the front. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to go back to using the middle purple pink for the legs and that part. I'm just going to start with a light layer, and we will put in, I will put in a darker layer in some areas. I'm just going to get colour down. And then we can think about where it's going to be a little bit darker. Now I'm thinking these back legs will be more in the shade. Like that. Then we might have some shade under there. Under here. And on the drawers, they've got little drawer handles. I'm going to use the magenta for the drawer handles. I'm not sure about the little chair yet. I'm going to do the background now. I'm going to do the rug in the sky blue. Okay. Yeah, I think if I had a little daughter and she had a dressing table with makeup, I'd definitely use a rug. Although my sister says that in her house she's got 2 girls and her husband's got 1 girl as well, so there would always be a lot of makeup. She said often, I'm going to go to the ultramarine now and do the outside of the jar, the sort of background here. They would tend to get their makeup on the bed, on the bed sheet. I'm going to sort of go up to this bit here. Yes, so she was always thrilled at trying to wash mascara out of bed sheet. It just doesn't. Well, she said it didn't. And nail polish. But anyway, I don't know. I don't use mascara anymore. I used it occasionally, but I'm not very good at it. I just tend to poke it in my eye, which isn't how you're supposed to do it apparently. Right, so I'm going to gently bring this colour across to the middle. Quite tricky with these sort of pom-pommy things to get it nice and smooth. Let's do not forget the neck of the bottle. And yeah, let's do this side. I know it's looking a little bit messy. I'm just sort of thinking it through as I go. I can't decide what to do. I think I might just sort of do that, and then I can use a different colour for that bit. So now I can take this blue the centre like that. Trying to sort of fade it, make it darker. What do we do under here? Maybe like that and like that, I guess. So yeah, trying to keep it darker at the out edge like we did on our jar on the other side there. I keep calling it a bottle, it's really a jar, isn't it? I don't know. I think it's because it's glass. I don't know. It's just me being weird. You're used to that if you've watched my videos before. Oh dear. I don't mind being weird. I was actually setting myself a fun challenge, and I need to write it down and stick it somewhere really prominent that's going to be there forever. Well, forever. I decided that I'm going to be 50 this year, and I don't normally yell about my age. It's not, for me it's not a biggie, it's just another birthday. In fact, birthdays are a bit meh for me. I don't like celebrating getting older, you know, it's not, but anyway, but it's fine. It is what it is. And I've decided that my sort of, you know, a lot of people do 50 before 50, things like that. I didn't get thinking about that, so it's too late for me to think about anything like that. But I decided that I'm going to use the light ultramarine for this bit in the background and this bit at the bottom. So I decided that what I've decided is I want to have sort of come up with a plan. I want to be fitter when I'm 60 than I will be when I'm 50. I think it's really important as we get older to really get fitter. Now, my health is I'm in a good state of health. I eat really well, I think. I could do better, but couldn't we all? But, you know, I think I eat well. My weight is absolutely fine, and it holds, you know, I hold it at the same level most of the time, so I'm fine with that. I'm happy. I know what to eat to keep my body happy, you know, with regards to all my food intolerances and things like that. I sleep well. I try to control my stress. That's tricky, but, you know, I try. But my pain's grey, but my exercise, I'm not very good with exercising, so I think that's where I need to improve. And so I've started doing yoga, as I sometimes mention, and that's all good, but I need to start walking more again. I used to walk every day because I was doing school runs and things like that. I have decided that I am going to use this bright orange, the dark cadmium orange, for these pom-pommy things. Some of them are a little bit blue, so I'm just going to grab my rubber and erase some of the blue if I can. It's quite tricky with this, even though I've got this small eraser to do it neatly, but there we go. Yes, so that's my plan. So I need to write it down so I can remember and look at it and think about it. So I'm hoping that, you know, by the time I'm 60, I'm walking 5 days a week regularly, and have been for, you know, years. That I'm doing yoga or some sort of strength training or resistance training, cadmium orange as well. So that's my thought. I'm going to do this orange. I think it'll work. I wouldn't normally ever put pink and orange together, but I know people do. I'm just going to do it because I'm feeling daring. And Colour Cube made me do it. I think that's fine. And then I'm going to use the green, the green gold for the sort of band and the bottom piece. You can see I'm just trying to fade it a bit towards the middle so that it looks a bit more rounded, little stool. Now we've got the objects on the table. We've got a brush. I'm never sure what, I think I'm going to use this green gold for the bristles. I think it's a pretty good colour. Let's see, what haven't we used? We haven't used this terracotta, so let's use that for the handle. Like, try and make it look almost woody. It won't really, but a bit sort of brown. I'm gonna sort of plaster it on a little bit. There we go. And we've got these couple of bottles. What can we use? So if we use pink, it'll get lost, and blue. Gonna have to use orange, aren't we? Yeah, this is that dark cadmium orange that we use for this top bit. So I'm going to use it for the lid of this one, and for the main bit of this one, a bit lighter on this one. So it looks, like it's exactly the same colour. Then grab the cadmium orange and do the main part of that one. And the label of this one really light. And then that terracotta again to do the lid there, and the label there. Now we haven't used the black, which you have probably noticed. I am going to use it for the lid. I think it will just work. I'm hoping so anyway. So I'm going to start with this end and just fade it so that it looks like it's a sort of shiny plastic, black plastic lid. So my thought, actually it's pale there. Let's follow Johanna's lead. She's made it pale there. I don't want that much white. Let's start again. Really dark, lighter, oops, a bit lighter, there we go. And there we go. And we'll do the same on the lid. Just fade it towards that bit where it's light. So darker here, just layer it up, and then a bit less here, a bit less there. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. And then we need to get out our white pen to put some shine on our bottle. So I've got my white Posca. Now Johanna's drawn some lines on the edges of the bottle for us, like she did on the other one that we can follow. So I'm just gonna follow those. She's also drawn some round here. Oops. And around here. Now I'm also going to just put in a few more. I think like I did on the last one, just a few here and there. Maybe a little bit of shine on our lid. Let's see. We could put a bit on our mirror, but I'm not going to because I think it won't show up because it's mainly white. There we go. There is our bottle. Let's just come out a tiddly bit and put our card there so you can see. Oops, the sun's shining again. There we are. So you can see it with the colour card by it. It's probably easier to put it by the side there, isn't it? Like that. There we go. Is that what we did last time? I can't even remember. I think we might have done it on the other side. No. Anyway, there it is. And yeah, it doesn't look much like that sunset. It doesn't even look very warm, but I think it's rather fun. So I had fun with that anyway. I enjoyed it. I hope that you did. And I hope it gave you a few ideas. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a really lovely day and happy colouring.